Hello and welcome back. Hope you're good, doing well. So this is going to be the weekly market outlook for Forex. So we're going to look at that. So if you're looking for training or membership, just simply head to wave-trader.com and wave-trader.com and you can check the membership levels over there. And if you are looking for further information, just simply head to that box and fill that and send that box to me for further information. All right, so thank you. Let's get back to the setups for this week. So dollar index is still bullish. We can say that it's still running in a bullish trend, but we are having a daily correction, the correction which we were expecting on it on lower time frame. So it's still in a bullish trend, and if we're gonna look at the lower time frame, then it's turning into a daily correction. Okay, so we can see clearly over there for another leg higher. Okay, but there is a possibility that before going into that leg, we may see another leg lower. Okay, there is a possibility for the DXY to extend up to that previous low before going to continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so the chart the trade you are looking right now is a sharp breakout. Okay, so sharp breakout come, then you are looking it to continue to keep pushing more lower. So if that sharp breakout is not coming, then don't look for this trade. All right, so only look for this to break out and then continue to keep dragging more lower. Otherwise, what price going to do, price will keep pushing slowly back to these areas, and we may see again another leg from there. All right, so I'm not expecting this move to come. All right, but there is possibility that the price can extend up to that previous top, all right, or slightly beyond that top before going to continue to keep dragging more lower. So our structure is something like this. All right, this flat formation, this expanding triangle formation, and price can keep pushing more higher. It can hold that price and then can again continue to keep dragging more lower. All right, or another leg higher. Okay, this is the structure. This is the structure on the dollar index. All right, so this is the structure. So hope that makes sense and you got the idea that what you are looking. So next is going to be the euro dollar. All right, so euro dollar is also very much similar like that. We are holding that $1 mark on the euro dollar. Okay, so there is still possibility that the euro dollar can test the $1 mark again. All right, but the trade you are looking is the euro dollar to hold the similar kind of expanding triangle formation like I have shown you on the dollar index. All right, so price to just keep falling and hold that previous low. Okay, so just keep falling, bounce off, okay, and then continue to keep pushing more higher all the way up to that previous top. If it doesn't hold these areas, okay, then visit the one, all right, and then again continue to keep pushing more higher. So that's the structure, very much similar like the structure which I have shown you on the DXY. Okay, so pound dollar is also very much similar like that. Okay, so same structure like the dollar index. So there is still possibility that it can break down and can test that previous low, or new low may appear over there on the pound dollar. Okay, but this is the move you are looking at. Price to hold that expanding triangle, okay, and then bounce off, short-term trade to that high, or continue to keep pushing more higher. All right, so same goes with the Australian dollar, US dollar. So it's just going into a correction. All right, so there is possibility that the price can extend up to this previous low. All right, the price is just falling, still in a correction, a bigger expanding triangle formation. Okay, and then price can continue. So structure is very much similar like the DXY which I have just shown you. All right, so price, you are looking it to just keep dragging lower and continue to keep pushing more higher after holding that, or test that previous low and then again continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so expanding triangle formation. All right, so price is just falling back within the moving averages. Okay, so you are looking those moving averages to hold. Okay, if those moving averages are not holding, then this previous low to hold. All right, so same goes with the Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. Okay, so we are heading towards that top. All right, the top which we were anticipating. All right, so similar structure. Okay, there is a rate seen on the New Zealand dollar this week. Okay, so continue, hold those moving averages during the rate decision, just bounce off and continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, if it doesn't hold those moving averages, just keep falling, bigger expanding triangle. All right, and then go higher. All right, and in worst case scenario, visit this previous low, which I'm not anticipating. All right, so I'm not anticipating the price going to visit that previous low, but in worst case scenario, visit that low and then, you know, again go back up. Okay, this is just a correction for more upside, we can say that. All right, this is not a start for the strength on the dollar. Okay, this is not a start for this move. So you are looking still, you know, up for short term. All right, and then again, you know, a buying opportunity is going to be over there on the dollar. Okay, so dollar CAD is you know, struggling to push lower. All right, so it's just simply setting up for a buy opportunity. All right, so for short to medium term and longer term buy opportunity. Okay, so I don't think so that the dollar CAD going to continue to keep rising. All right, so I see another leg lower is coming over there. Okay, so you shouldn't chase that one more drop. Okay, this is not a good move to trade. Okay, but you should be ready for this move up. Okay, from this previous low or new low. Okay, and in worst case scenario, this previous low, if price visit that 125.50, still going to be a buy opportunity. I don't think so we are heading for that move. Okay, I don't think so that the dollar CAD is ready to run for that move. Okay, but you are looking for a buy on the dollar CAD every time when it falls back within these areas. Look at this low, or in worst case scenario, this previous low. All right, so there is going to be a longer term buy opportunity on it. Okay, so the trend is simply clear on the dollar CAD. All right, so you can see over there. So oil prices are also, you know, lower. So this is the move you are looking longer term. So every time when you see that the dollar CAD is just dipping, go with the trend. All right, so hope that makes sense. If I'm gonna pull out some, you know, arrows on it, so this is what you are looking. Okay, another leg lower and then continue, or just keep breaking out. So let's say in case if price is now, you know, falling back to this low, all right, and setting up for this one more up, so there should be a nice correction over there. Okay, nice, you know, a decent correction over there before you look for it to buy and a breakout. So breakout trade. All right, breakout trade after having a correction. So we don't have that correction, so I'm expecting it to test that previous low again. All right, before you jump in. So dollar yen is just simply setting up for a longer term drop, slow down. Okay, we are having a significant slowdown, so I think dollar you know, yen has found its top over there for longer term and setting up for a, it's already, you know, dropping, so top is in place on the dollar yen for longer term, and the move which we are looking is much lower. Okay, so if I look at the previous, we were expecting that breakout in the previous video analysis. All right, so during the CPI data, so we got that breakout. Price is just simply setting up for another correction. Okay, you are simply looking for that correction to break down and continue to keep dragging more lower. So if I'm going to make it more simple, then simply price to just stay below those 4-hour moving averages and keep falling. All right, so price to just, you know, hold those moving averages, 4-hour moving average, like it held there. Okay, again, hold those moving averages and keep breaking to the downside. All right, so euro yen is also breaking down, so setting up for a longer term drop, and the way which we are looking on the euro yen is all the way back to that previous low. All right, so if I'm gonna look at the lower time frame, so in lower time frame, in the previous video analysis, we were expecting it to break out and continue to keep dragging lower. You know, during the CPI data, we got a strong sell-off over there after having, you know, correction, another breakout. Okay, and price is just running down. So, you know, the next move is just happening over there, at least up to this area for short term, okay, and longer term much lower target. All right, so you shouldn't chase price this area at this place, okay, and because the setup is already gone there, okay, the next move is gone over there. Yeah, so in case if price pull back and form an expanding triangle formation, okay, then you are looking price to just keep falling. Yes, or the simple, you know, analysis is that the price to stay below those 4-hour moving averages. Okay, so if I make it more simple, then you are looking price to stay below those 4-hour moving averages and just keep falling with the bearish trend, which is just emerging over there on the euro yen for longer term. Okay, and the same goes with the pound yen. In the video analysis, we were expecting it to break out and continue to keep dragging more lower, so we got a breakout on this chart too. Okay, we got 2 breakouts after having a rate decision on it from the Bank of Japan, Bank of England. All right, and then CPI breakout. Okay, another correction was forming over there. The next breakout is just happening over there. Price is just going for that short-term target. All right, so more downside is on place, is on card on the pound yen. Okay, so short-term target going to be that, okay, medium term that, and longer term going to be much lower. So analysis is very much simple. If you are in, okay, good, let that go. If you are not in, then you are looking price to get back within these moving averages. Okay, if your price is coming back, then you are looking it to continue to keep falling. All right, so there is you know, a possibility that you can catch that on 15-minute time frame. All right, because the move is pretty sharp, and I don't think so that the pullback gonna happen. If that comes out on 15-minute time frame like these corrections, then you can, you know, watch those 15-minute corrections to continue to keep falling. All right, and the Kiwi yen. All right, so we were expecting in the video analysis Kiwi yen to break and continue. This breakout was happening and continue. Unfortunately, that breakout did not continue. All right, and price just went back up and tested that top again. All right, so you know, we were expecting, you know, in our, you know, room that the price to fall from that top. All right, setup was still there. The shell setup was still there on the Kiwi yen from that top. All right, so you know, I think I didn't update that video analysis. So if you are already, you know, in, then you are looking it to go much lower. Okay, so longer term target gonna be much lower. So short term target gonna be this low, medium term that low, or this low. Okay, and longer term gonna be much lower. So there are gonna be plenty of pullbacks all the way back to that previous low. So what you are looking right now, all right? So there was a possibility for another leg higher from those moving averages. All right, but price is just simply broken down. So what you are looking, if price start correcting over there, all right, then you are looking that correction to break out and looking to get into the trade for more downside. Okay, if it is not, so you simply miss the trade from the top. All right, or wait for the rate decision on the New Zealand dollar. Okay, so if that rate decision push New Zealand dollar back to that top, then you are looking to get into the trade again from that top for longer term to the downside. Otherwise, watch correction as I have shown, yeah, and looking for this to continue to keep dragging more lower. All right, so there's going to be good potential on this chart for longer term. So it was, you know, the reason why we haven't seen this to continue to keep dragging more lower from these areas, okay, because there was a rate decision on it this week, and that, you know, held New Zealand dollar to continue to keep pushing more higher. And the reason why we are having a sharp sell-off over there, because we are having, you know, we are having bad data in China, right? China, you know, is showing significant slowdown. Yeah, so that's causing the yen to gain, all right, or these risk currencies to fall. So same goes with the Australian dollar and yen. We were expecting it to break down in the previous video analysis, breakout to continue. Yes, CPI data broke but didn't continue, went for a small push up. We were not expecting that, but you know, in the room we were expecting it to fall again after having the high. So it's just simply falling. So very much similar analysis like the New Zealand dollar, US dollar. Okay, so longer term target going to be much lower. So you're looking this to continue all the way back to that previous low. Same targets like I have shown you on the New Zealand dollar and yen chart. All right, but on lower time frame, similar like the Kiwi yen. Okay, correction to form, fall, get back within the moving averages, 1 hour time frame, or 30 to 15 minute time frame moving averages on lower time frame. Okay, when it gets back within those moving averages, correction to breakout and continue to keep falling. All right, so if we don't see that and price push up for another leg higher, test that top and again keep falling for longer term. All right, so CAD yen also breaking in the previous video analysis. We were expecting that breakout. Targets are very much similar like the Australian dollar or Kiwi yen. All right, so those other targets are same like other yen pairs. All right, so same analysis. All right, so CPI data breakout, another correction formed, broken down. Okay, if it has that top, you are looking it to hold these areas, okay, and continue to keep falling. So if I'm going to make it more simple, 4 hour moving averages, price to stay below those 4 hour moving averages, okay, and keep falling every time, and they come back within those 4 hour moving averages. You're looking price to stay below those 4 hour moving averages and the continuation to the downside. All right, so chief yen also very much similar. Okay, so breakout and continue to keep dragging more lower. Chief is a bit strong right now, right? So chief is slightly stronger because we have seen historical interest rate rise in chief. So that's still causing this trend on the chief. So when you are going short on chief against the yen, all right, so make sure you understand that there is still a risk for price to stay at the current price for a while before we see significant sell-off on it. All right, so right now Bank of Japan is still holding yield curve control, which is causing the currencies to stay weaker. All right, and policy divergence is causing this pair to continue to keep pushing more higher. So when you're selling it, just keep that thing in mind that there is a policy divergence between these two banks. Okay, so Rand yen also continue to keep falling. Okay, chart is very much simple and easy to understand that. Price is just holding that top and continue to keep falling. All right, so this chart is also setting up for a bigger daily correction for breakout to the downside. You are looking that to continue to keep falling. All right, so those tops to hold, and price to just keep falling from those tops. Okay, so if I'm gonna look at the SEK yen, all right, so this is the trade you are searching on other yen pairs. All right, so we are having that correction on other yen pairs. Okay, and some of them are in this phase. They have started to fall. All right, and this pair is about to finish that move back at that previous low. Okay, this correction, if that correction appears on other yen pairs, then you are looking this one more leg lower on other yen pairs. Okay, but this chart is almost gone. All right, so the move has happened already on it. Okay, but this got a huge potential to continue to keep falling more lower, so you shouldn't chase any trade on it at the current price. But in case during the week we see that flat formation, if price hold that previous low and continue to keep rising for another leg all the way back to that bigger flat formation, okay, then longer term continuation to the downside. Otherwise, don't chase that at the current price. Trade is already gone on it. All right, but there are other pairs which are still setting up for that trade. Okay, other yen pairs are still setting up for that trade. So trades have already posted on YouTube and on my channel, and you can chase those trades. All right, so euro CAD going to be a longer term buy opportunity. As long as oil prices keep falling, this is going to be a longer term buy opportunity. Reason why we are having significant sell-off on it, you all know that what happened in the Ukraine, all right, which caused the energy prices to go higher. So that's causing the euro to stay under pressure, but they're going to be a longer term buy opportunity. All right, because the edge, the higher energy prices edge is fading. We can say that in the euro. So the extreme is gone. So this is what you are looking. Okay, every time when price is just sitting back those lows, you're looking for a longer term buy opportunity. Okay, pound chief is just simply falling. We were expecting a longer term, bigger wave to happen from this previous top. We are still within that wave. That wave is just happening over there, very much similar like the pound dollar. All right, pound dollar weekly chart is falling from that top, testing this previous low, historical low, March crash, 2020 March crash, and this is also falling. So you don't have a perfect opportunity right now on the pound chief, as it is just keep falling. So if correction comes over there, price get back within the moving averages, then stay trending, price to just keep falling all the way back to that previous low. Okay, so continuation to the downside. Euro pound. Okay, so euro pound is also going to be a longer term buy opportunity. So you're looking this to continue to keep pushing more higher for longer term. All right, on this 4-hour time frame, if we are going to see another leg lower, then you are looking for a longer term buy opportunity. I don't think so you should chase that move. Okay, so this is going to be a longer term sell opportunity as well, but watch this daily time frame only. If price test that top, you are looking for this top, all right, this previous top. You are looking it to just keep falling for longer term to the downside. Okay, so dollar chief also this wedge to break up for upside. All right, so Kiwi CAD to fall within the 4-hour moving averages. Correction is underway. This chart is not falling. All right, so there might be a short-term sell-off on this chart. This sell-off, okay, you can chase that. Price is already running down against the dollar. Okay, so Kiwi is falling against the dollar, but CAD is Kiwi is still not falling against the CAD because CAD is falling too. So it's holding that top. So this shot one more drop and then again hold the moving averages and continue to keep pushing more higher. Okay, so same is going to be on the Aussie CAD. All right, so Euro Chief is just still, in a bearish trend and broken down that previous historical low. So the move is slowing down. We can see that on this weekly time frame. We have seen significant drop, yeah. So below 1 on euro against the chief. Okay, but the move is simply slowing down in last couple of months, all right, 3-4 months, all right. 3-4 months the price is slowing down. It's setting up for a sharp aggressive breakout, all right, like that. So that can happen at any time. So you are just watching it and waiting for that strong aggressive breakout to happen. So once that comes out, you are looking it to buy. All right, so still slowly, yeah. So the fall is slowing down. So slowing down. All right, so slowing down. So you are waiting and watching for this aggressive move and looking to buy. So this is definitely going to be a buy opportunity. All right, so just keep eyes for that sharp breakout to happen. So CAD Chief to fall more downside. All right, so it's just falling slowly. So longer term drop going to be over there. Not a best chart right now. Okay, there is a possibility that the price can keep falling from the current price slowly. All right, and you shouldn't chase these moves at the current price. Okay, but in case if that happens, okay, short term going to be a buy opportunity. Then again, that expanding triangle to continue to keep pushing more lower. All right, so Euro Oz is also setting up for a longer term buy opportunity. Yeah, so last week we were expecting another breakout or another leg lower back to that previous low. All right, in the previous weekly analysis. So same again, you are looking that this wedge to break out. So the wedge is clearly showing over there. All right, so same goes with the Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, so specifically look at this to continue to keep rising after the rate the scene on New Zealand dollar. Okay, so New Zealand dollar rate the scene, this to break out. There is a possibility that the price still can fall for another leg lower after hitting the moving averages. All right, so it can fall for another leg lower after hitting those moving averages. So looking for this to continue to keep rising for more upside for longer term. Okay, so pound Australian dollar too. So pound Australian dollar is also form new low. Okay, but setting up for a breakout of this wedge. So fall is slowing down and setting up for that wedge to break out. So correction on lower time frame and continue to keep rising. All right, so correction on lower time frame. If I'm going to look at the 1 hour time frame, rising very aggressively, correction and continue to keep rising. Same goes with the pound New Zealand dollar. Okay, so look for this to rise after the RBN rate since Royal Bank, Reserve Bank of New Zealand. Okay, so one buying from that bottom. Same analysis like the Euro New Zealand dollar. Another leg can happen over there from the moving averages. Okay, from these 1 hour moving averages. Okay, but as said on pound Australian dollar, correction and breakout or test the previous low. pound CAD is also setting up for a longer term buy opportunity. We are having a significant divergence on it. Okay, so divergence is getting, you know, tight over there. So we can see over there. So there's going to be a strong breakout on it. Okay, so you are looking this wedge to break out and buy opportunity for longer term to the upside. Divergence is just simply getting stronger and stronger. All right, so breakout, this ABC move to break out aggressively, continue to keep rising, or one more leg, and then again looking for this to rise from the previous bottom or new low. So the chief is also setting up for, you know, a bigger drop to the downside all the way back to that previous low. All right, so there is possibility that it can, you know, still rise for another leg higher. So you are watching these tops, okay, and price to just keep falling, continue to keep dragging lower. Same goes with the Kiwi chief, same analysis. If we are in that flag to break out, all right, and or hold that previous top, okay, and keep dragging. All right, so dollar peso to hold that daily previous low and continue to keep rising. All right, that previous low and continue to keep rising. So dollar Chinese yuan is just simply setting up for our next breakout. So we are having policy divergence on these two currencies. Fed is raising the interest rate. So China is, you know, Chinese bank people, you know, Bank of China is just cutting the interest rate. So it's simply setting up for another huge run for upside. All right. So chart is very much similar like the previous weekly, you know, market outlook. So you are watching it to break out and continue, or test the previous low and then continue to keep rising. All right. So you are looking this to continue to keep rising after or either break out and continue, or test that previous low and continue to keep rising. All right, so that's it. Thank you very much. We'll see you back, you know, in another analysis. Until then, bye.